morning, my neighbors. I can sleep. The chickens are up early and I got to eat. I stay woke. I stay woke. I stay woke. I stay woke. I am up. I stay woke. I don't sleep. I stay woke. I stay woke. I stay woke. For the culture, motherfucker.
Fashion?
I don't know if some of us took Ritalin this morning or not, but some niggas is in here super hyped. Welcome to Stay Woke. I'm JB with your friendly neighborhood fucking super villains.
Oh, I'm Julie.
Man, I'm jacked up off Chick-fil-A right now. Let's go.
I don't know what the fuck niggas feel
Really?
and why niggas worship at the church of Chick-fil-A.
Hey, but listen, huh?
Have you eaten Chick-fil-A today?
Yeah.
Really?
I have a little guy with me. He loves Chick-fil-A.
Well, when you got the little one with you.
Does Chick-fil-A have breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
You get a chicken and you get the child. So you can have like a biscuit with an egg and a chicken on top.
Well, no, I don't do that. That sounds super
How gross is that?
No,
concept?
they have their own like little breads that they make, and it's like they put the chicken inside of them, and then like
you know what? They don't give us any sponsorship. Fuck them. I'm glad you had a great breakfast though. So the world has been shaking. A lot of shit's going on. Prayers to Haiti first and foremost.
Wait, what song was that you just played?
I thank you so much, brother. I just played "Fall Through" by Mick Jenkins from Chicago of an album. I don't know if it's an album, or mixtape, or EP, whatever the fuck. It's called The Healing Component, and it's awesome.
Oh, dope! I never heard of him, but that's dope.
Let's talk.
But sidebar about the Earth being in shambles. What do you guys think about the potential earthquake that's coming?
I don't fall for those like white
lies.
Well, the funny thing is, I was like, my mom sent me like a news bulletin about it, and I was watching it, and it says that the earthquake increase is 1%. Like the increased risk of an earthquake is 1% more than usual.
To be honest with you,
and I was like, well, that's a little. Well, no, it's just like a little. It's like very, very newsy to be like, earthquake risk on the rise, and then when you actually watch it, it's like by 1%.
I kind of hope we get like a mega earthquake that just destroys us all.
Oh
just
my
so
God.
We can just enjoy that like last 2 minutes of worldly chaos.
But you know,
and I don't want none of your negative, dark feelings. Like keep that shit to yourself.
What I will say is, I was doing some Googling because I was
because you're a nerd and you Google.
Yeah, but the moon is supposed to affect like the risk of earthquakes, and apparently with the San Andreas fault, it's like when it's a waxing moon, which is what we're in right now. So
we just had a black moon, by the way. I wonder if Doug Down got any publishing for that black moon that happened. Just saying, for those that are not in their 30s, something from the 90s.
I wonder who owns the publishing for Black Moon.
Probably somebody Jewish. Probably Julie.
Yeah,
it's
me.
Drew High is actually Jewish.
It was a birthright.
Of course. Shouts to all my Jewish brethren and sistren. I'm late on this, but
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. May you have a prosperous one and many more.
Rosh Hashanah.
Danny knows.
I want to talk about clowns before we get into the meat of this whole thing. Clowns everywhere, white people getting out their cars to run into cornfields to chase clowns.
I can't believe it's real. I have to believe that it's a movie promo. That just seems so preposterous.
Except for one thing. The hood don't play that shit. A clown got shot in the head, and this is not celebratory.
Really?
A clown got shot in the head early this morning in Newark. Dead. A dead clown. Were there tears of the dead clown? I don't know. And I'm condolences to that family.
Oh my
but
God.
just that shit don't work in the hood.
Welcome to New Jersey.
No, just welcome to reality. Welcome to the disenfranchised.
Wait, so he got shot? Somebody got shot in the head?
And killed.
Was
he
it
was
like,
just on the side? He was, you know how they are like on the side.
Was it a creepy clown or was it just like some dude like who had a birthday party? Oh, it was?
Yeah, shot in the head, yeah.
Well, you know what? At least Newark gets shit done. So
I will tell you that is not a black fucking person shot that clown, because that clown was shot once in the head. You know niggas got terrible aims. So, like if they found like 5 shells, then I'd say okay.
Was it a white person, the clown?
It's in New York. It's probably a black person.
If
it's a white person,
that sounds like some. I mean, I don't know. That just sounds like some super white people shit. Like that sounds like if you're gonna be like black in Newark and dressed up as a clown, you just probably made a really bad joke. You know what I mean?
Let's we're gonna shake things up a bit, and in this dish we're gonna serve the dessert first. Cuddy, can we talk Cuddy? If this Cuddy thing is real, Cuddy, we stand with you. I'm so glad you checked yourself in. Get well, brother. We love you. What are your thoughts on this shit, Danny and JK?
on Cuddy's depression and suicide?
Do we think this is
Man,
real?
that nigga's
Wait, can
getting
you-
beasted right now by like all the people that's been around him working and doing the same shit that he's doing. And I feel like he's like, man, damn, man, how they more relevant to me? I'm releasing music and they popping. Because, you know, like Travis is popping.
Travis is
And-
popping.
And it's like,
Wiz
yeah,
is prospering.
yeah.
Kanye is still, you know,
I
in
mean,
the
Ye is
heavens.
Ye, and then, you know, and I guess he's like, man, I come around and I give these, you know, vibes and, you know, ideas here and there, you know, in which everybody is. Pusha T brings his ideas around. He not mad over there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like some people are good at that. They Pusha T and fucking Kid Cudi both are rappers, but they ain't excel as solo artists like how these other dudes are doing.
Well,
You know
no,
what
that's
I'm
not fair to say. Cudi is way bigger than Travis Scott. Not at this moment, but when Cudi's Ascension, the first two albums are considered to be classics.
I heard the first album was. I've never heard about the second
second
album.
album's have you heard the second album?
No, I've never listened to none of his music.
But in all
As
fairness,
a fan, the second album's amazing.
yes, I have. I heard Day and
but
Night.
like Cuddy in popular culture, like Cuddy is like top 40 Cuddy, only popped off because other people remixed his shit.
Day and Night, right?
Day and Night was
But,
remixed by
okay,
Crookers.
I'll give
The
you-
Steve Aoki remix.
I'll give credence to that, but then what happens to all the other shit after that he's done for Jay-Z, for fucking Kanye West, 808s and Heartbreaks? He, like, come on, you can't just say,
Well, but as a solo artist, that's what we're talking about.
we're
Yeah.
just talking about the totality of an artist, though. Like, if you're eating your...
Nah, no. Like
Okay,
I
okay,
said,
okay, well,
like I said,
okay.
Pusha T was in the successful group, The Clips. He went solo, and as a solo artist, he did not excel like he did in the group Clips. So, as I'm saying, he's not over there mad that, man, fuck, man, I'm giving these dudes my ideas, and they Big Sean is bigger than I am, and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, that's not. He's not doing that. But that's what Cudi is doing. And Cudi, like, I guess he just is in the cut mad, like.
So you think, here's the real question if we're going to shake up the wasp's nest. Do you think this is a real situation where we know he's always been depressed? Most artists are depressed. Most creatives are depressed. Or do you think this is a hoax to have everyone talking about him?
I mean,
because
both.
of that shit that happened with him and Ye. He called out Ye and a few others. Then he dropped the single. I don't know if the single's like...
No one's heard it.
You know what I'm saying? So what do
I didn't know he
you
dropped it.
think
See?
is going on in the mind of Cudi? Do you, because he's...
Dude, it's a lot of that. It's first of all, he's probably mad he dropped that song and no one gave a fuck. Second, he's like, damn, dude, let me start some type of controversy because I'm about to drop it.
yeah, so
now people might listen to it. No one's still gonna listen to it because it's like, dude, who cares? Like,
Does-
Cudi was like 5 years ago.
Does Cuddy do that? Like, has he ever done some like splashy shit
Never.
before?
No,
Cudi's
he never had
Cudi's
to.
been the most real motherfucker, and I'll say this: there have been nuances of depression, but Cudi just never came across to me as a nigga that would check himself into rehab. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I kind of like, I hope this isn't true, but there is some like shit to what Danny's saying. Like, I could see that. Speaking of hoaxes, or you
Wait,
know,
But what is suicide rehab? Like, what is that? Are you just like on a 5150? Are
I
you
don't
just like
think it's that deep. That's why I can see the possibility of what he's saying, even though I hope it's not true, because Cudi's a real nigga. You know what I mean? I think it's just going into a situation and saying for depression.
Do you? Well, because I know, like, here's what I grapple with is like, you know, a lot of publications like Fader or like ID or Jezebel or whatever have been talking about Cudi as a black man with depression in the larger scope of like black men not being able to be depressed.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that's relevant or a big deal, or do you think it's going to do anything?
That's just like, to me, honestly, that's just white people taking a flashlight in the hood and going, "Oh, you guys have roaches?" Like, come on, bro. Like, why do you fucking think so many of us are incarcerated? Why do you think so many of us are dead? We're in impoverished situations. Yes, it's going to be depressing. Yes, we're going to deal with depression. We're going to deal with depression. Yes, we're going to deal with suicidal thoughts. Why do you think Chirac is the way it is? You know what I'm saying?
So it's just kind of some crazy bullshit that's
it's
people are
kinda,
focusing
in
on.
my opinion, it's kind of some crazy bullshit. If it's real, please, Cudi, get well. We love you. I will say this. If you're in a situation where you're actually suicidal, like you were kind of bringing up, there's no way you're gonna be put in an involuntary fucking psychiatric hole. And guess what? You're not gonna be able to say, hopefully I'm out in time to do Comic Con or whatever that shit's called, or whatever, Complex Con or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna. No, it's indefinite. So
Well, but the thing about that's wild is like, because the 5150 hold is like a 72-hour hold.
I thought that was a clothing brand. Somebody should definitely fucking
No one should.
niggas.
But the thing that's wild is about holds like that, about like psychiatric holds, is like how much it can fuck with the rest of your life. You know, you can't get a gun. You like have to then admit on every application that you have like mental problems. Like that's a lot to be honest about. You know what I mean? Like if ever anything bad happens, like, and you're a suspect of something, immediately that's going to come up.
Cuddy,
you know?
Tell me what's going on in this dancery, huh? Let me get my Mary J. Block. What's going on in this dancery, huh? This is Panthers. Why is Panthers fighting Tigers?
I just woke up. Y'all still talking about him?
Still talking about it. Speaking of hoaxes and alleged hoaxes, Kim Kardashian apparently got by niggas in Paris.
I want this to be a hoax. I really want. Here's why I want this to be a hoax, because I am Kim K all the way, Team Kim K, and
Well, Julie, sorry to cut you off, but in order for it to be a hoax, it would have had to be announced as fake, right?
What do you mean?
Like somebody would have had to be like, "Oh, this didn't happen," in order for it to be a hoax. Because you keep saying, "I so wish this is a hoax." Like, it's not a hoax. It happened that now necessarily. If it happened, like,
I see what you're saying.
Scale.
Okay, then I hope it was. I hope it was orchestrated. I hope it was orchestrated simply because, like.
They have a history
simply,
of
no, but like, but also like, everybody
most Armenian
knows.
Persians, they all do that. Like,
but like everybody knows, like you can't make it. Like the sex tape era is dead. Like that era is dead, and everybody who needs something splashy has been wondering, like, "Yo, what do I do? What do I do?" And like, if it were orchestrated, it would be brilliant. It would show how like crazy focused she is. How like
you mean her mom?
she's the one who got tied up.
Who?
Kim Kardashian.
The mom is
like,
the pimp. If this is,
I don't believe that. I think that's.
You think she is the genius that is?
Yeah.
Her vagina is the genius.
No, see, this is exactly what I mean. You say that
she got
because
a kid by OJ, Robert Kardashian.
I think it's a very.
Man.
I think it's the
pimping
same
seemed like it come from
thing.
the fucking
It's matrilineal
80s.
pimping, but
Bruce
it's the
Jenner,
same. But it's no different.
Rest in peace.
To me, it's like no different than like how like, you know, families, like royal families used to like very like specifically marry off their daughters to like other countries to like, you know, bring the empire closer or whatever. That's like what they're doing. It's like they're very committed to their empire, and I embrace that.
Once again, if this shit actually really happened, yo, we're with you, Kim. We're with you, Kanye.
But see, the thing is why would you rob? Like, why would you steal diamonds? That's fucking stupid.
And now you're opening.
Well, that's because you're Jewish and you know diamonds aren't really worth what they say. You guys just mark them up, and we're dumbasses and believe it and buy into this diamond thing.
Shit.
But it's not even it's like, I mean,
Right?
that is part of it. But the other part of it is like you have to cut them up because they all have serial numbers, so you have to cut them up. And then it's like, well, what's fucking interesting about that? Like, who the fuck is going to buy that?
Guess what? Why isn't diamonds? Why aren't they a commodity like for trading?
Because they're worthless.
Thank you. See, but like I said, we're all dummies.
You know how like brown diamonds, until they were rebranded as chocolate diamonds, were like only used in industrial stuff and were dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And then they got rebranded like 10 years ago as chocolate diamonds, and now they're like, it's bullshit.
Let's get back on track, guys.
We're totally on track with jewelry.
This family is notorious. They've
Man,
collected
kill her,
over.
man. If they got the insurance off, fuck you.
Bro,
Yeah.
they've collected $1 million.
Well, that's what I mean. That's
They've
what I'm
collected
saying.
$1 million. They have a history of collecting $1 million in 10 years in situations like this. So if this is what it is, hustle on, my nigga.
That's why it seems like such a great, like someone was watching To Catch a Thief and they were like, oh my God, that's it.
Wait, they supposedly tied her up?
Yeah,
Supposedly,
see, that's the
they
other.
could have done anything allegedly, supposedly.
Why didn't they fuck her?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
exactly
saying.
how you know it's not real,
That's
bro.
that's exactly what I was thinking too.
That's
like,
no disrespect to Kanye. You have a beautiful wife. You know what I'm saying? But come on, it don't make no sense.
if you're gonna break in and like already potentially go to jail forever, you might as well
Have smashed it.
You might if you're
as
gonna
well
go to
smash
jail,
it.
you might as well go to jail.
That's one rape you could go to jail where you might get like a high five in jail. Like,
You get an
damn.
extra meal
That's
every.
horrible.
You'll get an
That's
extra
horrible.
meal every sit down, my nigga. A nigga be like, yo, my
I
nigga,
am not
here's my
co-signing
plate,
where
bruh.
this conversation went at all.
You obviously have never been
Oh,
around
my
jail.
fucking
Yeah,
God.
exactly. Jail niggas. This is jail shit.
Obviously.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back. I'm going to play something from Solange. And it's called
shit.
Mad.
You about to play something good for a change?
Damn.
Listen to all the niggas. It sound like fucking Chitlin Thursday. All the niggas want us to go back to fucking neo soul. So bitches like
Neo-soul.
Erykah Badu can prosper.
This isn't neo soul. This is good music. Let's go.
That was Mad from Solange, A Seat at the Table. Solange is dope, right? She's like, before you go and respond to this, Julie, Solange is like, I'm glad she got a seat at the table, but like, all the entrees were finished. Beyonce, you can't have a birthday the same day as Beyonce. I'm sorry.
Is her birthday the same day as Beyonce's?
Musical metaphors.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's just dope. What, Danny? This is the best shit ever.
Here you go.
Since sliced bread.
They're like completely polar opposites. She's not trying to do what
One's famous,
Beyonce.
one's not.
One's famous, one's not.
Well, that is
I just make dope music and I just put it out. I'm not out here seeking to be like this
Not at all.
number
Not
one.
when my motherfucking sister's the biggest thing since sliced bread. I don't got to really be out here.
I mean,
seeking
I
to
think
live
it's
it off of.
I think it's great that she realized that like she's clearly not going to be a pop star, so she's just going the
She's
like
never tried to be a
weird
pop star.
art alt
What are you
girl
talking
route.
about,
What are you
Jules?
talking about? She was in the Soldier video.
What does that mean? She had
That means she was
all
clearly-
her Beyonce had all her people
Wait,
that she
hang on.
cool
But
with
first
in
of
the
all,
video.
Solange since like Sandcastle Disco, her style has changed repeatedly.
Some people might say
No,
it's
it
called
has not.
evolution. though.
Yes, it
Some
Yeah,
might
what
say
are you
that's
talking
evolution.
about? Her style is changing. First of all, you're not even one to be able to speak on her style changing because you don't even know
I was
Solange to know
super-
that. Solange has always been eclectic.
Yeah.
Definitely always switching her shit up because that's what she is. So Hadley, that album, she was on some like complete like disco-esque type like shit, and that album was dope. Like she's always been making dope music. It's just now people are like, oh, let me listen, and that's what happened.
Solange is, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. Solange is, when you see an art house girl listening to Solange, you know that girl is going to ruin your life. Any girl that listens to Solange is an art house girl who is out of their fucking mind, who will like wreck your apartment, who will pee on your bed.
Will they
yeah.
cut you, though?
What?
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
get that.
because every fucking art house
Last
girl.
I checked, she was
because
a black
literally
girl. I didn't
every-
know she was some weird white chick making music.
No, because it's every art house girl. It's like, oh my God, Solange, she's the anti-Beyonce. I love it. It represents. It's like when American.
Your friends?
Literally every
Regular
art house
people
girl.
don't say that.
Every art house girl. It's like when American Apparel came out and their
I
ads
don't know
were
art house
and
girls.
Clearly, that's actually probably for the best. But like,
Yeah,
it's like when it's like when,
you're right.
No,
Like,
it's
I
like
don't
when
wanna know
American
some
Apparel.
weirdo that's gonna
it's
pee on
like,
my bed.
Yo,
Like,
it's
what?
like. It's
The
like
fuck is that?
it's like when American Apparel came out with
You're
their
still
ads.
explaining yourself?
I'm
like
still
no
saying,
one
you keep
cares what
telling
you're
me.
saying.
Oh
Like you
my
sound
God,
wild
you're
right
so,
now.
Why are you
An
so
art-
crusty about Solange? You're
an
so
art
crusty.
girl-
Why
if you
can't
date
you
a
handle?
girl that
Why can't you
listens to
handle
Solange,
me
yo,
attacking
dude, her
Solange?
album is super
I'm
positive.
hearing
talking
her album.
about-
I'm hearing her album's amazing.
Listen, she's talking about a lot of current shit, a lot of stuff about like how you need to be like embrace who you are, how they try and switch shit up. She has Master P do all the interludes. He speaks about the start of like No Limit to like where it ended. It's dope. Like this ain't no art piece where she's trying to be different. Like this is a black girl speaking on real shit that's going on. She got a song called For Us By Us, and it's talking about us saying like, oh, things that we do, and it's like this
Wouldn't
is
it be
for us.
awesome if she just did a video for that and wore FUBU?
Yeah, it would.
It really,
super
it
killer.
really would be.
Yeah.
I'm hearing really amazing things about the album, though. Me personally, I'm not the greatest fan of that tempo of
Yeah,
music.
you
so it
don't
is
like
what it
none
is.
of that shit.
Yeah,
I get it.
I'm hearing they're saying it's crazy. They're saying it's better than Lemonade.
I didn't really listen to Lemonade. I just watched some of the videos.
You know what I think it is?
Man, this is
Whatever.
It's just too much
She just say
melanin
whatever,
coming across
man.
in
Now
the
it's an
music.
art album. I mean, you hear Solange album?
I said very specifically, art house girls who listen to Solange are out of their fucking mind. It's a warning sign.
might be some validity to
Danny,
that.
I am trying to help you out here. When you go over to a girl's house and she's kind of artsy and she has a Solange album on, run the fuck away.
Okay, so we're gonna have to put her theory to test, and we need to figure out when Solange is performing in LA. Hopefully, somewhere intimate like the Roxy, and we should go and we should put honey on our dicks and see if we can get our dick sucked by some of these What? Art
house girls. Oh my God. Just literally go to any art school.
Just makes up anything.
just, like,
Art house
listen to
girls,
Solange.
they're the only people that listen to Solange.
Hey,
crazy.
I'm saying art house girls who listen to Solange are undeniably out of their fucking
how many
minds.
people you know that has listened to her album?
All of them art house, all of them crazy.
I'm asking how many people
Like
do you
six
know?
or seven. 6 or 7 when it came out. 6 or 7.
That
like,
you know?
Yes.
What ethnicity are they?
A couple Mexican, a couple black, a couple white.
Mexicans are crazy though.
Well, the art house crazy girl, like it's all coming together.
Man.
Shout out to all my Mexicans.
I
That
don't
was
know
not a
if
stab.
there's-
Love y'all.
All right, I'm just trying to warn you. I'm just trying to help you because you're a friend.
I don't listen. I'm not going to fuck with a bitch because of what she listened to in the first place.
I'm just
not about to be in her car
I'm
like,
saying
oh, you listen to Solange?
You go out.
I'm not fucking
you're
with
out
you.
You're out at like.
I'm like,
you're at
oh,
a
that's
club.
dope.
You're
You
at.
must like good music.
Oh my God! You go over to their house. There's lots of like weird, like naked armpit portraits. She's listening to Solange.
Man, that sounds like your
Run
house.
the fuck away! I'm trying to help you out here.
That
I'm
sounds
trying
like something that would be at your house.
I don't listen to Solange.
And we're gonna
I
keep
don't
this train a moving.
Does your dude listen to Solange?
No. No one
The
listens.
game.
No
the-
one listens to Solange.
The game versus Meek Mill versus Beans. I give 0 fucks. Anybody
So why'd
knows?
you bring it up?
I just want to know if you had a rebuttal.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
But then,
cares.
It was like a 2-day period. They wasted all the studio time. Meek wasted his time going up to Funk Flex and rapping. I heard people, yo, he bodied him. I'm like, yo, dude, that shit was not. Like, what was killer about what he rapped about? He was saying the same redundant shit that he wrote.
The bars were better for Meek though, on some real, or just listening from like rapper ears.
No.
The bars were better. They weren't like
The
they're not gonna
Games-
save
the
shit.
Games thing, no one cares, but Games was better than what Meek did.
Well, yeah, we know that. Game's a better rapper though, and he's got better writers. Let's move on to a movie that opens this weekend nationwide. The Nat Turner movie, Birth of a Nation. Here's my thing, right? I've been keeping up with it, being that I was partially educated in Virginia. I grew up knowing the history of Nat Turner. I grew up, knowing our Black history as well as world history. You know what I mean?
You look like a slave, nigga.
You look like a nigga.
A slave nigga too.
I'm an educated slave nigga. I know what the Bible said, nigga.
Here's my thing, okay? I saw something that kind of really disturbed me. I saw the lead actor, director, writer, co-writer, all the amazing accolades that come with this movie and the creative process. Nate Parker was doing a promo piece for it on Good Morning America. What's the lady's name? The one that's
Katie Couric?
black one, the cancer survivor.
Oh, fuck is her name?
Fuck it, won't dignify her name because I'm a little pissed off at her. Respect to you. I'm glad you're surviving cancer. That's a beautiful thing. You're a beautiful black woman. I find it very confusing and weird that you're in such a position where you're on you're given such a high platform, and as a black woman, you don't know the Nat Turner story. Fucking crazy. Let's start there. The guy
Wait,
comes.
what?
She didn't know anything about Nat Turner. She goes, I've just heard about this for the first time with your movie. This is doomed for the black race if we do not know our history. Okay?
Man, she know, boy. A lot of people in her position, she probably can't just speak on that shit like
Here's
that.
the
man.
shit, though. The guy goes on the show to fucking promote, and all she says is, can you apologize? Why would this man apologize for something he was found innocent of in a court of law?
Wait, can you
asked him
apologize?
over and
Wait, I'm
over and
confused.
over.
What's he apologizing for?
The rape.
Oh, this is the he like
alleged
raped
rape
someone in high
that
school or
has been
something,
public
right?
record for about what 8 years now that he was found innocent of. He's promoting it. All she's saying is, why would he have to apologize for being found innocent? And why are we separate? This is an important movie, whether we like.
That's how they try and
Exactly.
dilute the fucking thing that he's trying to do and promote.
They
That's
don't
like-
want us to have no keys,
Yeah,
man.
they don't.
Like,
so they
it's
dilute
so
it by
crazy.
asking and bringing up this weak ass rape case that he was found not guilty
And
of.
then going like, oh, the girl committed suicide. Forgive.
Did she? Ooh.
Yeah, she did allegedly. I mean, it gets deep. So to her family, please forgive.
Is that
And
why there wasn't a case, or was she found?
he was found innocent?
Did she commit suicide after he was found innocent?
She allegedly committed suicide because she watched him rise and she couldn't stand it because of what happened. I don't know. I wasn't there, man. And if it is, I hope he gets prosecuted. But he was found innocent, so I'm going to go with what the law says. The court of law that governs all of us in this country, and laws that govern all of us, hopefully, in the civilized Western world. It just bothered me a little bit, man. It's like, yo, we don't get these many looks. We know, if you know the Nat Turner history, you know what happens in the end. You know he put himself out there for the furthering of our freedoms as far as black people in this country. And let that shit get a look. If there's a movie that talks about a plight of our Jewish brothers, you know, in World War, no one comes and says, hey, you know, by the way, you're a fake vegan. I know you directed this movie, but tell us why you're like, bro, he was found innocent. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just I'm completely with you. I just also think that Good Morning America knows their audience, which is middle-aged white women in the Midwest who are going to be way more interested in hearing about a rape case than they are about a slave revolt.
I think it's just division. I think we're in a time of divide.
But we don't have to be. That's the thing that bothers me. Is like we don't have to be, and I really don't fuck with the media like constantly bifurcating shit. You know, it's like constantly.
You gotta act like people are stupid because most people are. So, can you please tell us the definition?
Bifurcating, separating into two. But you know, it's like
go Cornell.
Well, it's like no, but it's like when it comes to like all of the bullshit with the police killing people. It's like, yo, like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, and I'm with that. But another big problem that no one's talking about is that these cops don't care. Like everybody knows that cops get away with murder. That's a big problem. Like it's a big problem that you can film someone, have a camera up, they see you have a camera up, and not give a fuck, and it changes nothing. Like that's let's not separate ourselves into black and white. Let's get together and be like, yo, this is literally the first step in like a Nazi regime. Is when the like powers that be can do whatever they want. Like that's scary.
And my whole thing is like, I just don't like our shit, like history wise, is always either not talked about, not taught, or like swept under the rug. Like, it happened so long ago. And I'm just like, damn, okay, it did. But guess what? Y'all don't sweep anything else that happened historically, like when it happens to other races.
That's not true. That's not true at all. Look at Japanese internment. Like that's something that we don't talk about at all.
Because guess what? Those people still have their own country. There's a lot of black people here that
are completely disconnected from Africa.
Disconnect. We don't even know our own lineage. Some people don't know. As much as we try and track back our like Jews. Like I'm not even being like that. That's why sometimes most white people aren't qualified to speak on racial things when it comes to the black race.
But they're allowed. They're allowed to get in a conversation and get educated.
That's fine. Yeah. Get educated. Don't tell me. Oh, that's a lie about what. Like, because it's not a lie. Because, like I said, we're the only people who are displaced from their original origin and don't know like where we come from. You know how many people don't know? Jean, you know your lineage because your mother and her mother are from where they're from. That's why you know. Yeah. There's people like me, like I don't know, like
you gotta go do a genealogy test, and then you gotta believe what you
exactly.
Nigga, you might be dark as fuck, and niggas might be like, oh, you know what? Yeah. You're from Morocco. Yeah. Nah, nigga, just because it's desert, bro.
You feel me? So like that's what I'm saying. Like so. Whenever we do that, it's like all the slave movies that we've been seeing. It's just always, okay, it's the niggas that came on the boat, they slaves working this plantation, and you get the story, right? Okay, cool. We know that's happened. Like, yeah, that's the only thing they try and teach you. But guess what? There was a lot of rebellious people. They call them rebellious because they just was smart enough to be like, man, fuck
Toussaint Louverture. We can go on and on and on.
You feel me? But like the average person, you won't know that because
they don't. The black man.
They don't teach it unless your parents give you books to read up on this shit or to give you the story of like Nat Turner. There's a lot of people that didn't know.
Yeah.
So it's just like, damn, dude, somebody's doing something good. He even said that he went to like 3 prominent black directors and was like, hey man, like this is my script. Like I'm getting the funding, getting this together. He gave it to all 3 of them. They read the script. One dude was like, dude, I love it, man. This is amazing. But dude, you got to put some more white people in it that are
white good. Saviors. We need some Jesuses in this shit.
Some more good white people in it. He like, what? Like, nigga, this is in 1800. What white person was good? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was it? Everybody was on the same shit then. They were.
Also, sorry, Danny, for rappers, like you're giving your money to Bentley and to Rolls Royce and to Gucci. Why don't you support your fellow African American brothers in putting this kind of art to the mainstream? Why don't we use our resources
and
know what I'm
make your
saying?
money
In a
back from that.
Exactly.
Instead
You know
of
what I'm
just buying something that you know don't have it ain't gonna have no value. Most people don't even, Rolls Royce and Bentleys don't even hold their value. Like especially the new ones. I mean, dude, you gotta have like a really old vintage one and it's well kept in order for it to be worth something.
Let's play devil's advocate though. In jest, Nate is a wrestler, so there is a possibility that he could have wrestled the pussy and tagged his script writing partner
Well,
in the pussy. You know what I'm saying? And,
But I think this is really interesting. Like, do you separate the artist from the art?
you have to, because then I might as well stop watching all my favorite Woody Allen picks. It's just the art. You have to separate the artist from the art.
Yeah, what's
It's
somebody
that
doing
simple.
their own personal?
Yeah, that's
it's like
on them.
A sports dude that at home beats his wife.
Yeah.
You don't know
What
that
do you
until
expect?
it comes
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you don't. Ray Rice, I didn't know that dude was like fucking his girl up on a regular until they got caught in the elevator.
Yeah.
But when you see him in the camera, hey man, oh that's Ray Rice. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Any
So
nigga,
guess what?
nigga with a last name Rice though, you gotta look
But
at
my
that nigga.
whole
with
thing
a
is,
side
man,
eye.
everybody has their problems in whatever they do. Everybody has their fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does. Who knows Jews? You have a fuck up in your family. They like
leave one
that.
of
You
us
fuck with
without-
niggas.
I'm
sin.
perfect.
Oh
What?
wow, you see.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's your fuck up.
I'm just-
Just
You know
love-
what's
I'm
funny,
slowly
though?
trying to give my
Her
parents heart
messing
attacks.
her messing with niggas in America. If every story that I've noticed with black artists, and when I say artists, I don't mean music. I mean like artists. I mean the Basquiat's of that world. There's a Jewish girlfriend that has the keys that allows the documentaries and the stories to be told later. So she might be onto something.
Yo, all I'm gonna say is the Tel Aviv.
Niggas is the new gold mine.
Here's what I'm gonna say. There's an amazing art museum in Tel Aviv. All of the art is donated by like Jewish women. All of it is like portraits, and you can clearly tell that all of it is like the barrage of Jewish women who fucked artists, who got presents, who got like crazy presents and donated. This museum has an amazing, like Hockneys, Klimts, like everything. And they're all like they're all portraits. And, you know, I believe in the power of the Jewish woman being like in the first wave of influence.
Here's the thing, man. In this wonderful country called the United States of America, and really just in the Western world, let me tell you, my nigga, a white woman provides the keys for you to get into some of these doors. This is facts. I'm not saying anything against black love. Love each other. Love ourselves. Love our mothers. Love thy wife. Love thy fucking spouse.
Just
Love
diversify
thy
your
jump-offs,
portfolio.
too. But you know what I'm saying? It's just math and science. As we wrap this thing up, I do want to say that I finally I started watching Atlanta, and I don't know if it's because I'm black or from the hip hop generation. I fucking love it. And I want to make a retraction that I always say and talk shit about my girlfriend at home not understanding it. She just needed a nigga to watch it so we can have the conversation together, and I can be like, oh shit, they're talking about 5 points of da-da-da whenever I used to go to Atlanta back, you know, in the days touring and shit. And it's a very fucking dope show, and I like the fact that they're slowing TV down in the style and how they went about it. And
Like you can't binge watch it, you mean?
you can binge watch it if you
wait 5 weeks.
It's just the way it's shot, though. The way it's shot is very
it's very
slow.
beautiful.
It's slower than most TV,
very
but it's a
languid.
really, really fucking good show. Congrats to Donald and what's his name, Hero? Please
the
forgive me.
director.
Yeah, great job to the entire squad.
Let's go into the song real quick.
Let's go on the song. Go for it. Yeah, what was that, Danny?
An ode to self-care.
That's what it's called?
Well, no.
What's it called?
The song is called Borderline.
Borderline. It's
By Solange.
By Solange, Smooth Grooves at 8 p.m. You know what it reminds me of? It is actually dope, but it reminds me of that scene in Hotel Rwanda when the bar ran out of alcohol. Imagine being stuck in a war-torn African country and there's no alcohol in the bar. That's what that reminded me of.
You look like you are a gun runner from like your
real
country.
My bloodline is full of like fucking like.
I know.
Like,
you look like you would be one of the niggas like, hey man, I got 100 AKs right now.
Yeah. No, I look like the nigga that would eradicate a tribe, and the music that would be playing would be this album.
Nah, it'd probably be Beyonce.
Beyonce's dope. What else has been happening as we wrap this thing up?
Bitch, don't be motherfucking
Hey,
telling us
relax. What else should we talk about before we wrap this up?
before the horrible version of Eva Mendes asks us to hurry up.
Yo, did you know? I heard that Eva Mendes had a real serious cocaine problem. Is that disrespectful because she's a mom?
She live in Miami.
Yeah, Trill girl, get it.
I still a fuck.
Yeah, she banging. I fuck Rosie Perez if I was single.
Rosie Perez.
Remember Rosie Perez?
Really? Rosie
fly
Perez
girl?
now or
Yeah.
Rosie Perez 30 years ago?
I mean, I'll take now. She's Puerto Rican. She held up a little something. Look at J-Lo. Puerto Ricans hold up.
Come on, man. Let's get out of here before I end up slapping a bitch.
Let
today.
me grab that and play one more tune. I want to play this new Lizzo. Her EP came out last night called Coconut Oil.
Who?
It's called Coconut Oil?
It's called
Her
Coconut
name
Oil.
is Lizard. And her song-
Lizzo.
Oh.
She's from Minnesota, and I did this record with the good brothers, the good Africans at Christian Rich. And the reason I'm really excited about playing this, it's kind
It's
of like
because you worked on a record.
No,
you
no, no,
only
no.
play records that you
no.
worked on.
That's not why. It's because it's an homage to like my childhood and my mom and my folks. They'll get it. It's just like some super
I love your
African
mom.
shit.
She's dope.
Thank you, man.